on Facebook and YouTube, and we are live. Okay, so hi, Ewan.
Hello, Rosie. It's good to meet you.
Yeah, it's so nice to meet you too. How are you doing today?
Yeah, doing good and excited to get the chance to meet you face to face.
I know. Isn't it like amazing how technology is?
Yes, and I'm so used to Clubhouse, right? So I never get to see people's faces.
Yeah, you are Mr. Clubhouse. I am not so advanced on my Clubhouse. I'm trying, I'm learning, and you're teaching me how to do Clubhouse. So as if you come in, so we've got some people watching. So if you come in to our live session, then comment down below, say hi, Rosie, and say hi, Yuan. Okay, so let's see whether we've got anybody comment. Okay, good. Okay, we've got a couple of comments. Okay, good. So Yuan, we obviously met like on Clubhouse. So can you remember which room we were in to begin with?
The first one.
Yeah,
I could not remember which one. Was it maybe Victor's room, maybe? I don't know.
Possibly Victor's room, because Victor is also the king of Clubhouse 2021. I swear he is on it like 24/7.
Yes, he is great at Clubhouse.
He is, isn't he? Yeah. So this is your first Facebook Live, is that right, Ewan?
Yes, this is the first time I've ever done Facebook Live ever.
Ooh! Okay, this is so exciting for me then, because then it's like, yeah, I'm so excited to have you as my guest today. And I'm sure that lots of people watching will be interested to learn about you and also practice listening to British accents, because obviously we're both British. Yeah. So how about we begin then, Ewan, and we find out a little bit about you then. So I prepared some questions. It's for me to know about you even more and for the audience to know about you too. And we'll be using Thai as well. I've forgotten we should actually use Thai as well. จริงๆเราควรจะใช้ภาษาไทยเพราะรู้ไหมว่า Yuan ใช้ภาษาไทยเก่งมากอันนี้เป็นเรื่องจริงใช่ไหมคะ
ขอบคุณครับ
Yeah, Ewan has a great Thai, so he will be showing you some of his Thai as well. So Ewan, let's begin with the first question. Easy question then for you. So first of all, what's your name and where are you from?
So my name is Ewan. ผมชื่อ Ewan นะครับ and I am from England. I'm from Stoke-on-Trent, which is kind of 40 minutes from Birmingham and 40 minutes from Manchester in the middle.
So when people talk about Stoke-on-Trent, is it like central England?
We would say the West Midlands.
The West Midlands. Okay. Okay, the West Midlands. Okay, so because for me, I've never been to Stoke-on-Trent. What's Stoke-on-Trent like? I know nothing about it.
Well, most people know about pottery from Stoke-on-Trent. That's what Stoke is known for, pottery.
Oh. Okay, pottery. Yep.
And also Thai people know Stoke because of Stoke City Football Club.
Oh, okay, fine. Is it a famous football club?
They were a few years ago, but now they're very bad again. So we're hoping that they can come back to the Premier League.
Yay! Okay, excellent. Okay, great. And so this is something just quite interesting about your name then. So your name is Ewan McGregor, is that right?
Yes, it's right. It's the name of a famous actor, right?
Yeah, so actually when I first saw your name on Clubhouse, I was like, is that really his name? I was so unsure. I was like, is this like a joke, or you like to refer to yourself as Ewan McGregor? I wasn't too sure.
No, it's not a joke. And in Thailand, it's not much of a problem. But in England, like everywhere, like you go to the doctors, they call out your name and everyone's looking around for Ewan McGregor, right?
And let me ask the audience here. So do you know the actor Ewan McGregor? because we have Ewan McGregor today, but he is not the actor, unfortunately. I think somebody commented. Let me check. I think somebody commented and said something to do with the actor, maybe. Oh, yes. Somebody asks, is he the same Ewan, the actor in Moulin Rouge?
I am much younger than the actual actor, and I was born when he was in Trainspotting, so that's like 26 years ago.
Okay, sure. And so when your parents, when they named you Ewan, did they think of the actor? Was that their intention?
My mom said that she was watching a movie, and at the end of it she saw Ewan McGregor. She didn't know who he was, and she just thought, oh, that's a nice name.
Oh, cool.
And then he got more famous as I grew up.
Oh, okay, fine. Oh, interesting then. Okay, excellent. Okay, good. Okay, so just for anybody watching now, if you've just come into the live session for today, we have our guest, Ewan McGregor, not the actor. So yes, please remember to like, please remember to share. And yes, share the knowledge to everybody. As I always say every time, share the knowledge and share the love. Shareความรู้ share ความรัก Okay, so let's continue then. So first of all then, so you're in Thailand. So where do you live in Thailand, Ewan?
Okay, ผมอยู่ที่เชียงรายนะครับแล้วก็แม่สายมันคือเหนือที่สุดของประเทศไทยนะครับ. So I live in the most northern part of Thailand, right by Burma in Mes.
And so Ewan, why did you choose that area of Thailand to live in? Like most foreigners maybe choose like Bangkok or like or like Chiang Mai. So why did you choose Chiang Rai?
So actually I volunteer for an organization, and my friend, he wanted to move to Mesai, and he asked if I would go with him to work there too as a volunteer.
And was that how you first ended up coming to Thailand?
Yes, so I came as a volunteer and a student like 7 years ago. 7 years ago.
7 years ago. Oh my gosh, so it's that we've been here for the same amount of time.
Yes. So I've seen your videos and stuff probably over the last few years. Ever since in Thailand.
Oh, great. That's so nice to hear. Oh, so 7 years. Do you think the 7 years that you've been here, do you feel like it's gone quickly or slowly?
I feel sometimes slowly, sometimes fast, but right now I feel like it's gone so quick, and where has the last 7 years gone, right? It's gone so quick.
I know. Even like the last year with COVID, like honestly, for me, the last year just feels like, I don't know, a month. I feel like, just like the last year, I kind of don't even include the last year with COVID. I'm just like, oh, whatever. Okay, good. Okay, excellent. So we have people coming in, commenting. Why the name is not... Oh, this is a question. Let's just look at this quick question. This is from YouTube. So this is the question. So Ewan, why the name is not like the British? So is this a British name or not?
Yes, it is a British name, and but lots of people in Thailand think that it's Ewan, right? Ewan.
Yes.
And so now if someone says Ewan, I respond to that, because when I go,
Ewan, that's me.
Yes. So when I go to the doctor here and they say, okay, Kun Ewan McGregor, I just go, right? I know it's me. But actually, it's spelled Ewan, right? But in England, we say Ewan.
But so I thought it was an Irish name, and somebody else has commented. So is it Irish or is it actually an English name?
So my family are Irish on my dad's side.
Okay.
But the actor, he is Scottish. So I think it's got roots in both Irish, in Ireland and Scotland.
Because somebody's asked, is it Irish? Is it Scottish? I guessed it was Irish, but yeah, Interesting to know.
It can be both.
Yeah, but the surname McGregor, that sound, is that Irish? Because when I think of, is it Conor McGregor? Yeah, Conor McGregor, the boxer. Is it the boxer? Yeah.
Yes. And so my family is the Irish McGregor, but there is a Scottish McGregor too.
Oh, okay, fine. Oh, there is a Scottish McGregor as well.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, thank you. So next question then. So obviously you said you lived in Chiang Rai. So could you tell us then, so what's Chiang Rai like?
Do you want me to say in English or a bit of Thai or what do you
Either
want?
anything สบายๆแต่จริงๆแล้วโรซี่ควรจะแปลคำถามนี้ในภาษาอังกฤษถ้าเราจะถามว่า what's Chiang Rai like เราไม่ได้ถามว่าคนชอบเชียงรายหรือเปล่าแต่ว่าเป็นเหมือนเชียงรายเป็นอย่างไรบ้าง yeah so please share ภาษาไทยหรือภาษาอังกฤษก็ได้ค่ะ
So right now Chiang Rai is not the best place to live because the weather is not good. อากาศไม่ดีนะครับ And so everyone pretty much is staying in their houses because the weather is really bad and you can't see the mountains anymore. เรามองภูเขาไม่เห็นแล้ว
โอ้แล้วตอนนี้เป็นควันหรือเป็นฝุ่นมันคืออะไรคะ
ควันนะครับ
เป็นควัน
มีคนเผาอยู่ They are burning their fields, right?
Oh, so bad. อยากจะบอกว่าโรซี่เพิ่งไปเชียงใหม่มาแล้วตอนนั้นก็อากาศก็หนักอยู่แต่หรือว่าที่เชียงรายมันก็ยิ่งหนักกว่าเชียงใหม่ใช่ไหม
It's worse here, yeah. It's so bad right now. And I'm worried about my wife and my daughter because my daughter is only 8 months old.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I've seen photos of your daughter and she looks very, very cute. She looks so lovely.
Yes. And, I'm afraid to take her outside now because the weather is so bad.
Oh, and apart from the weather, like to be honest, I've been to Chiang Rai like once or twice maximum. Do you live in the main center of Chiang Rai or do you live on the outskirts? Yeah, tell me, what's it like?
Yeah. So I live on the very outside of Chiang Rai, right on the border. And it's much quieter where I am than in the city.
Okay.
But here is great. Normally, the landscape is beautiful and the mountains are beautiful. And I go to university here as well. Mae Fah Luang, and it's the most beautiful university in Thailand.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's so beautiful. But right now you can't see it because of
God. You're like, where's my university? University right now. โอ้ไม่ถึงว่าตอนนี้ยูนเป็นนักเรียน
ใช่เป็นนักศึกษานะครับ
เป็นนักศึกษา
จะจบแล้วนะครับอีกประมาณ2 เดือนผมจะจบแล้ว
จะจบแล้วตอนนี้เรียนภาษาไทยใช่ไหมคะ
ใช่ผมเรียนเป็นปริญญาตรีเอกไทยนะครับ
สุดยอดมันก็คล้ายๆกับโรซี่เลยแต่โรซี่เรียนที่อังกฤษ
ครับ
ใช่แล้วมันเป็นอย่างไรบ้างมันยากไหมคะอันนี้จริงๆแล้วอันนี้เป็นอีกคำถามหนึ่งโรซี่อยากจะถามเกี่ยวกับภาษาไทยสำหรับยวนมันยากไหมคะอันนี้เป็นคำถามที่โรซี่ถูกถามตลอดเวลาว่ามัน
ตอนแรกยากนะครับตอนที่ผมอ่านและเขียนไม่ได้แต่ผมคิดว่าหลังจากที่ผมอ่านเขียนได้มันเริ่มง่ายขึ้นเรื่อยๆนะครับแต่ว่าประมาณ2 ปีครับผมไม่กล้าพูดประมาณ2 ปีนะครับI wasn't very confident to speak Thai for about 2 years when I first got here. But then I realized, who cares? Let's just make mistakes and then we can get better. So
ไม่ถึงว่าสมัยก่อนการเขียนมันง่ายกว่าการพูดใช่ไหมคะ
Yes การเขียนสำหรับผมเองผมคิดว่าการอ่านกับการเขียนของผมเก่งกว่าการพูดนะครับ
เหมือนกันเลยค่ะแต่ทุกวันนี้โรซี่ไม่ค่อยเขียนอะไรเลยสมัยก่อนตอนที่โรซี่อยู่มหาวิทยาลัยโรซี่ก็จะเขียน ตลอดเวลาแต่ทุกวันนี้พูดอย่างเดียวไม่มีเวลาว่างที่จะฝึกเขียนเลย
ตอนนี้ผมคิดว่าผมพิมพ์มากกว่าพูด
จริงเพราะก็ตอนนี้ยังอยู่ที่มหาวิทยาลัย
ผมน่าจะพิมพ์มากกว่าพูดนะครับ
Okay, interesting.
I think my writing is still pretty slow though because I now type everything.
Okay, fine. Yeah, so interesting talking about like typing. So I remember when I was at university, I had to type everything, like not everything, but a lot of things. But then nowadays, I find it easier to type on my phone.
Yes.
So like if I'm writing my script for my TV show, I'm writing my script on my phone. It's like feels so unprofessional in a way. Most people are like on their laptop and I'm just like on my phone.
I like that now on the iPhone you can press the record button and you can speak Thai to your phone and it writes out the sentence for you.
Yeah, do you know, you say this, I forget this. I think I don't use this function enough.
And it also helps if you pronounce it wrong. The phone doesn't understand you, right? So you have a problem with that word.
That's a good point. Yeah, that is actually a very, very good point. Maybe I should make more use of this function.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've said, so just a review then for people that have come into the live. So you've been here for 7 years. You're living in Chiang Rai. You speak Thai very, very nicely. So why did you choose to move to Thailand? Was this the organization that you told me about?
Yeah, so about 10 years ago, a friend invited me to go to Cambodia.
Oh.
So we went there to meet a volunteer in Cambodia.
Yep.
But we stayed in Pattaya for 2 days before we went to Cambodia. And in those 2 days, I don't know. I feel like I fell in love with Thailand, or there was something about Thailand that made me want to come back and go for it.
So Nguyen, so you mean that you came to Thailand the first time, and then did you go back to England and then move back again? Is that correct?
Yes. So I only came to Thailand for 2 days.
10 2 days. Oh my gosh.
10 years ago. And then when I was 17 at that point.
Wow.
And, we were in Pattaya for 2 days, and then we took a bus to Cambodia.
Wow. Cool.
So in those 2 days, I decided that I would come back.
To be honest, Ewan, this is something which so many foreigners, I think this happens to like, I don't know what % of foreigners that they come to Thailand for the first time. And it's like something draws them to stay here. Like for me, I plan to stay here for 1 year, and then now it's like 7. So I think that for many people, I feel like they come to Thailand or they maybe come traveling or do like some project or something here. And then they think to themselves like, oh my gosh, actually, I would love to live here long term.
Yes.
Have you met other foreigners in this situation?
Yeah, I think quite a few came and then they just couldn't live without coming back, right? They wanted to come back. But for me, actually, it's a long story, but I will make the long story short.
No, please go ahead.
And actually, I was 17 at that time, and we booked a hotel. We didn't know where Pattaya was. We didn't know anything about Pattaya. And somehow our hotel was like so close to the walking street in Pattaya. I was 17 at this point, and I had never seen anything like Pattaya in my life. And I don't know. For me, I felt kind of a little bit like brokenhearted too. I saw, prostitution, those kind of things, and I thought about my little sisters, and I thought it just broke my heart that some people would have to live a life like that. So I wanted to come back and be able to do something or make a change of some sort.
And so Ewan, have you done anything related to that topic? Is that something which you've actually been working or like volunteering? Have you done anything?
My wife has done a lot in that area. But for me personally, I think I want my Thai to be at another level, and also to be able to, be at the right place educationally, to be able to make a difference for long term, not just short term, right?
Definitely. Yeah, but it's interesting that you kind of saw that side of Thailand, which is maybe the darker side, let's say. Yes. And it's interesting that you saw that side, but then still were drawn to Thailand. What drew you to Thailand then, despite this kind of darker side of Thailand?
Yeah, there's so many amazing things about Thailand. Just one fun thing that I like is the food culture. Any time of the day, we can go to the street, especially here in Masai. We can go at midnight to the main road, and we can get a good meal, for £1 or £2. So that, for me, that's amazing. I love the food here. Can you eat spicy food, Rosie?
I can eat spicy food. I can. So I find, for me, I find spicy food addictive. I find it's the more you eat, the more you want to eat. So to be honest, in the last few months, I've been kind of controlling myself with my level of spicy, let's say, just because it's obviously I don't think it's that good for you. Obviously, if you're eating it all the time, I don't think it's great for your stomach, but I love it. So recently I've kind of been holding myself back and just saying to them no, obviously not too spicy, because I love it, but I just trying to avoid it.
Yes, I think if you don't eat spicy for quite a long time, then you have to relearn, or you have to teach your mouth to like spicy food again.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, so actually, Ewan, that leads me on to the next question. So we obviously said about so you've said about the culture of food here. So for you, what do you like about Thailand? What are the things that really make you feel this is why I love Thailand?
Yeah, I love it's the most beautiful, I think one of the most beautiful countries in the world for the nature here, right? You can get everything here, right? You've got the mountains, you've got the beaches, you've got lakes, you got everything, right? And if you actually, I think if you move to different places in Thailand, you have it's kind of like moving to a different country, right? So from Chiang Rai to southern Thailand is two different worlds.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting point about how Thailand is very much, there are different areas, and it's interesting how there's the different cultures, because if we think about the UK, we don't really have those different kind of, well, I mean, we might have a little bit with northern culture, but not to the same extent as in Thailand. Like you say, you have the northern culture, northeastern culture, and the food as well. It's amazing that every time I go to Chiang Mai, I can find the northern food is just amazing there.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
oh my god, I love khao soy. Oh my gosh, so good.
Yeah. And also even the language, right? The language is different. It's even more than a dialect. It's its own language in itself. For me, I think so.
Definitely. So in Chiang Rai, is there a dialect in Chiang Rai? Is that a stupid question? Is it northern?
Yeah, northern Thai, right?
Okay, so Thai. It's Sawatdi Jiao.
Yes, for women, right? Jiao.
Yes.
And
Jiao.
Now I can listen to it and I can understand it, but still I cannot speak it.
With 20 baht, do they say sao baht?
Yes, sao.
Sao. I don't know how. Yeah, is it sao? I don't know how it's pronounced. Sao.
Yes.
Sao. I don't know.
Yes, they do. And so lots of the words are different, right?
Yeah.
So, for example, speak is ooh, kam mueang. Kam mueang is northern Thai.
Yes.
Kam mueang they got. I can't speak it, but I just hear it every day.
Yes. โรซี่พูโรซี่อู้กันเหมือนมันอู้มันเรียกว่าอะไรต้องโรซี่ต้องพูดว่าอะไรโรซี่อู้
Badai.
oh my god it's too oh my god I'll stick with normal Thai
Yes. Me too.
Okay.
And then my wife speaks Southern Thai, right? My wife is from the south of Thailand. So when she speaks to her mom, she speaks in Southern Thai. So in my daily life, I hear Southern Thai, normal Thai, Central Thai, and Northern Thai. So everywhere.
Mind blow.
Yes. Now I need a friend from Isan. I need a friend from Isan.
Say again, Ewan, sorry.
I just need a friend from Pakistan.
Yeah, you do, don't you? So then you can just be learning all of these different dialects. It's so great. Yeah, so Ewan, quickly, so I'm just going to take a quick look at the comments. Let's see whether we have any nice comments. Everyone is commenting very, very nice things. And yeah, they're just commenting saying, I don't think you can read the comments, can you, Ewan?
No, I can't.
Okay. Everyone's just commenting nice things and commenting what we're saying. Let's have a look then. I'm really like rocks. Okay, great. Okay, so no question. So yeah, just to let you know, anybody who's watching, if you have any questions for myself or for Ewan, then please comment down below. I'll take a look at these and yeah, we'll answer any questions that you've got. So yes. Okay, let's continue then, Ewan. So yes, it's so just for everybody watching, just to let you know that as we said at the beginning, I met Ewan on Clubhouse. So all of these questions and things, I actually don't know the answer to these questions. So it's so, I just find it so nice when you meet another foreigner who can speak Thai. We're a very similar age. You're a little bit younger than me, but whatever.
I'm Nong Ewan.
Yes, exactly. You're Nong Ewan. P. Rosie. แต่ทุกครั้งที่คนใช้คำว่าพี่แล้วโรซี่ก็แบบแสดงว่าโรซี่แก่กว่า แล้วถามว่ายูนชอบใช้น้องกับพี่ไหมยูนคิดยังไงเกี่ยวกับสองคำนี้เพราะตอนที่อังกฤษเราไม่มี
ผมก็ใช่อยู่นะครับแต่ว่าปกติถ้าเป็นอายุเท่ากันก็ไม่ใช้นะครับแต่ว่าถ้า
ใช่ค่ะ
ถ้าแบบเด็กแบบเป็นเด็กผมก็จะใช้น้องแต่แล้วก็ผู้ใหญ่น่าจะแบบมันเริ่มแต่อายุเนาะมัน
ใช่ค่ะแล้วก็ถ้าเราสนิทกันเราอาจจะไม่ได้ใช้หรือมันก็แล้วแต่
Yeah, it feels a bit weird for us as foreigners to use it, I think.
Yeah, I guess in England, I guess the idea of P and Nong. Yeah, I guess we just wouldn't think about the age so much. I guess for Thai people, it's about showing respect.
Yes.
It's a nice part of Thai culture. It's an interesting part of Thai culture. But yeah, it's interesting.
Do you have a problem with, auntie and grandma? For me, I feel so bad when I call an older lady than me, pa. I call her pa. And it's now I'm telling you that you're old, right?
Yeah, that's a good point. Lung.
Yeah, we call lung. If we did that in England, they would be like, did you just call me uncle? But here it's normal to just, you meet someone older than you who's about the same age as your dad and you call them uncle,
Yeah. So Ewan, I think this is actually one thing that I find a little bit difficult and it may be interesting for the viewers that for me, sometimes I don't know, for my age, okay, I'm 30 years old. So if somebody is 40 years old, is that I always wonder at what point should I be calling them P or ba or sometimes for me I kind of find it a little bit difficult. Is that something that you find, Ewan? Because I always have to think to myself, which word should I be choosing?
Yes, normally I will just say P to everyone who is older than me. And sometimes I say it to grandmas too. And they're like, oh, thank you for calling me. They're so happy when you call them P because actually they're not P, right? They're ba. So.
Okay, so for you, and then it's kind of a similar thing that you're sometimes not sure.
So I just go for, if I'm not sure, I go for P.
Yeah, I think the one thing nice about having these words is just the fact that I guess it kind of draws society together. The fact that it's kind of like you're treating everybody kind of like an extended family.
Yeah, I feel like I adopt a lot of mums too. I feel like the more people I know, they call themselves my mum. So now I have like 3 or 4 people around town that I call man.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yes. They kind of like adopt me. They're like, oh, your mum's so far away. I can be your mum. You know, so.
Oh, your mum, I mean, if your mum comes, has your actual mum been to Thailand before, Ewan?
Yes, she came for my wedding.
Oh, nice.
When I got married, all my family came for the wedding.
Oh, okay, so nice. And did she like it?
She loved it. She's waiting for the COVID restrictions to end so she can come.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say because, yeah, imagine if she came and like everyone's like, yeah, and like you're calling everyone your mum. She's like, I thought I was your mum.
So she won't understand, so it's okay.
Nah.
She's probably watching now. I don't know.
Oh, my mum also watches my videos too. She normally kind of goes back and then she's like, oh, I saw your new video with this. Or I saw your live. I'm like, thanks, mum. Okay, so Ewan, you've talked about what you like about Thailand. Next question, which I think most people are interested in then, is the opposite question of what do you least like about Thailand?
Well, there's one thing that, let's say, annoys me, and that would be road safety.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So one thing is lots of people don't wear helmets, and it's not because they don't know, it's just because it's the culture, right? So I don't blame them, but I wish that I could go and tell everyone just, you know, wear a helmet, wear a helmet, wear a helmet, wear a helmet every day. And I say to my friends and people that I love who don't wear their helmet, I say to them, can I see your phone? And they're shocked. And I say, oh, you have a lovely case on your phone. This is a beautiful, beautiful case on your phone. And then they say, okay, thank you. And I said, so why don't you wear a helmet? Like, your brain is much more important than your phone.
Definitely.
So put a case on your head. That's what I say to people.
And Ewan, do you ask this in Thai? Or
yes.
do you ask? You do. So can you share the story a little bit in Thai if possible?
Sure, yeah. จริงๆแล้วผมรำคาญนิดนึงนะครับตอนที่ผมเห็นคนที่ไม่ใส่หมวกกันน็อกนะครับผมก็คิดว่าสมองของเราสำคัญมากแล้วทุกคนก็มีคุณค่านะครับก็เลยตอนที่ผมเห็นคนที่ไม่ใส่หมวกกันน็อกผมก็ผิดหวังทุกครั้งนะครับก็เลยถ้าผมเจอเพื่อนของผมว่าคนที่ผมรักที่แบบไม่ใส่หมวกกันน็อกผมก็จะบอกเขาว่าขอดูโทรศัพท์ของคุณหน่อยอยากจะโทรศัพท์เขาก็จะเอาโทรศัพท์มาผมก็จะเคสมือถือของคุณสวยมากทำไมถึงใส่เคสมือถือเขาจะตอบว่าเพราะมันปกป้องมือถือไงผมก็จะถามเขาอีกทำไมถึงไม่ใส่หมวกกันน็อกนะครับเขาก็จะจริงด้วยแล้วผมก็จะบอกว่า
จริงด้วย
เห็นด้วยแล้วผมก็จะบอกเขาว่าโอเคถึงเวลาแล้วคุณต้องใส่หมวกกันน็อกนะครับสมองของคุณมีคุณค่าชีวิตของคุณก็มีคุณค่านะครับแล้วก็ผมบอกนะแล้วก็ผมเห็นเขาอีกวันหนึ่งก็เขายังไม่ใส่
สรุปว่าเขาไม่ใส่
เขาเห็นด้วยแต่ว่าผมคิดว่าแบบทรงผมมันสำคัญกว่าในแง่ของเขา
ใช่นั่นน่ะสิ
look after your hair right is very important
Well, I guess for girls especially maybe are they guys or are they girls that are worried about their ทรงผม
both of them yes.
Cool.
But ถ้ามีคนไทยที่ฟังอยู่ที่ไม่ใส่นะครับผมก็อยากจะแนะนำใส่หมวกกันน็อกด้วยครับสมองของคุณมีคุณค่าครับ
สุดยอด
แล้วดูโทรศัพท์ของคุณด้วยถ้ามีเคสคุณก็เข้าใจนะครับ
Yeah, this is true. I think the road safety in Thailand is, I mean, obviously Thailand doesn't have the best road safety in the world. So yeah, maybe something that the government maybe should do something about, if possible, please.
Yes, let's do it. Maybe we can start a movement, Rosie.
Yes, exactly. The Farang movement. The Farang movement of everybody should wear a helmet on the roads. Yay! Okay, so Ewan, so I've got so many. I've only got a couple more questions to ask you then. So for next then, so what do you miss about the UK? So yeah, this will be interesting to compare and to know for you, what do you miss the most?
ผมคิดถึงอาหารแม่อาหารที่บ้าน I miss my mom's food I miss English food and especially cheese things like that cheddar cheese
Yes,
just being able to get dairy milk chocolate bars wherever I want to. I know we can get them here but I feel like you have to go out of your way to get it, right? Like cheese, you have to go out of your way to get good cheese here.
Definitely. And what about bread as well? Because for me, like, I just miss like bread and cheese. And I just feel like in England, like, just like in Thailand, going to like a 7-Eleven for us, we can just pop to the shop and we can get like good bread, good cheese.
Yes.
Do you feel the same about bread?
Exactly the same. But I have a funny story. And my dad, my whole life, I would say, Dad, there's nothing in the house. And he would say, there's bread, there's butter, there's food. And at that point, I was like so bored of it, right? But
Yep.
now in Thailand, there are only 3 things that I would really want to have right now. Bread, butter, cheese.
Yes. Yeah, no, I think that's a very good point. In the UK, we just think of like kind of the most not the boring food, but just the most simple food as being bread and butter. Like กินอะไรดีโอเคกินขนมปังกับเนยกับชีสก็ได้ แต่พออยู่ที่ไทยเราคิดถึงขนมปัง
คิดถึงเนยคิดถึงชีสคิดถึงทุกวันนะครับ
อะไรนะคะ
คิดถึงทุกวันนะครับ
ใช่เหมือนกันค่ะ
แต่ผมเจอร้านที่พัทยาที่มีชีสอร่อยนะครับผมสั่งไปเขาส่งที่บ้านได้ด้วย
เป็นชีสอะไรคะ
ชีส cheddar cheese
เป็น cheddar cheese เลย
yes and it's from England so we can order it from Pattaya now. I will send you the link if you want.
Yeah, you will definitely have to send me the link so I can have more cheese in my life. But and the only problem is that the more cheese I have, the more bread I have. And the more bread I have, the bigger I get.
Yes, that is a problem. And well, my friend just bought us a bread machine for my birthday.
I have one too.
Yes, and so we've been making more bread in the house now, so that's great.
Okay, so Ewan, I have a question. So when you think of the smell of bread, how do you feel when you how does the smell of bread make you feel?
I think I just feel happy. just feel like, I wish I could go to a bakery. You know, in England we go to a supermarket and you can go to the bakery section and you can just smell bread, right? So yes. I miss that. Here we don't really have that.
Yeah. Okay, so you and I ask you this question because I love the smell of bread. It just reminds me of like home. It reminds me of the UK. It just reminds me of like a very cozy house and like a cozy environment. But when I use my bread maker, Pele, my partner, he doesn't like the smell of bread.
Oh no.
And he's like, and he doesn't like the smell, and he's like, oh my gosh, the house smells of bread, like it's a bad thing. But I think that for British people, the smell of bread is like something positive, that we're like, oh, the smell of bread.
You need to just like have some chilies around too. Maybe he likes the smell of chilies around the house. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Every time I make some bread, I'll just have to have like some chilies, some gatium. I like
some limes.
Exactly, some limes.
Have the Thai smells, right?
Exactly, which I also love as well.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, and Ewan, do you miss tea? Like, so, I mean, I am just like, love tea, and for you, do you drink tea? And this is something also people want to know, I think, like, do all British people drink tea? What is your opinion?
I am a bad British person because I do not drink tea, but I drink a lot of coffee now because coffee is everywhere here in Thailand, right?
Definitely. So like when you were back in the UK, you didn't drink tea, like with your parents, your friends, you wouldn't drink tea?
I drank tea everywhere I went in England, but when I came to Thailand, I just stopped.
Oh, okay, interesting. And so Ewan, why do you think that is? Do you think it's just that it's less accessible, or do you not have that feeling of wanting to drink tea?
I think I'm just lazy. I think it's easier just to go buy coffee than to, do tea in my own house. Maybe I'm just too lazy, but my dad probably would be quite disappointed in me because I
think all British people would be disappointed.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm joking. So, for me, I mean, like when I'm in the UK, I drink tea all the time. I drink it with my parents, like my mum, it's all like, I mean, I don't know whether it's the same for you when you were younger, but I would like walk in my house and my mum would be like, shall I put the kettle on? Or like, like at any opportunity, like, let's have a cup of tea. And for me, it's kind of like the bonding of like sitting down with somebody.
Yes.
It's cold outside, having a nice cup of tea and having a chat. Do you think that's part of why British people love tea?
Yes, I think so. And I think it's polite, right? When someone comes around to your house, you say, I'll put the kettle on,
Yes, exactly.
And, I have a few British friends here and they love tea and they still love tea, but for some reason I don't. But when they come to my house, I say, do you want some tea?
Oh, love it. Yeah, for me, like, so in the UK, I always drank Earl Grey, but now I've started drinking green tea. I feel like it's healthier. So I've moved to green tea, so not very British.
Yes, you're losing your Britishness now.
I am, I know. I'm kind of going like, what should I say, fusion.
Yeah, international.
Okay, good. Okay, so my last question for you, not for this live, I've got more things that we're going to talk about, but just a last question for Ewan. So you've lived here for 7 years. So is your plan to stay here forever, or what's the plan basically?
I'm not sure, but I know that all my family is here, right? So all my wife's family is here, right, in southern Thailand. So for sure we're going to have to be here. But
Okay.
I don't know. I'm open to, in 10 years time, 15 years time, going to another country. I'm open to that.
And
But,
would you
pardon?
Sorry, Ewan.
I'd say that, but I feel like I've invested so much here. I've invested the last 7 years into learning Thai.
Yep.
And so I think I could have a good life here using Thai and hopefully make a difference as well and try and yeah, my wife and my daughters both live here, so.
But I mean, have you thought about moving back to the UK? Like, is that an option that you've considered?
I thought about maybe when my youngest daughter maybe gets to maybe high school or college, maybe it'll be good for her to experience British education.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, the education system in Thailand is another interesting topic, let's say.
Yes.
Yes, with kind of, you said about the road safety, I think another thing that could also be considered and looked at is also the education system here.
Yeah, and sometimes it can be quite expensive to send your kids to good schools, right? But,
Definitely.
But in England, the standard of schools, I think, it's good. I just want them to experience school in England, at least experience that.
Definitely. Yes, I think so too. And what you said about like how in the UK that, we can go to a good school without paying for it. Yeah, it's so, if you compare to Thailand, I don't know about the audience. I wonder whether did you go to a private school or did you go to a state school? But so many people in the UK do go to government schools. We call them state schools. And they have such a high level that we don't need to pay. If you are paying for private education, you're more paying for the building, you're paying for the facilities, but you're not necessarily paying for the actual teaching. The teaching standard is not really, I don't know. I would say it's very, very similar.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, good. Sorry, Ewan, continue.
No. And I was just going to say some bad stories in the news about schools right now in Thailand, so it's making lots of Thai families also worried.
Definitely, yes, this is a good point as well. Yes, you do have to be very, very careful. So yes, the education system in Thailand definitely is something which definitely needs to be looked at in the future.
It's gonna be better. It's gonna be better.
We hope so.
Well, it will.
Okay, so let's move on to the next point then, Ewan. So obviously I'm from Oxford, you're from Stoke-on-Trent. So you said earlier that your Stoke-on-Trent is called the West Midlands.
Yes, so Stoke-on-Trent is in the West Midlands, yes.
Okay, so with regards to accent then, so you said that your accent has maybe changed a little bit since coming to Thailand. Is this true?
Yes, I think that if my friends and family in Stoke are watching right now, they would probably say, "What happened to you? What happened to your Stoke accent?"
Okay, so interesting. Okay, this is funny then. So when you talk about a Stoke accent, because right now actually listening to you sound, I can hear a little bit of an accent. I don't know whether the viewers, can you hear an accent between, do we sound the same? Do we sound different? Yeah, so if you're watching, yes, please comment down below. But yeah, so I can hear a little bit, but I can't hear it that strong. So can you show me what a Stoke accent is like?
I'm not very good at it actually, because if I'm not speaking to people from Stoke, I feel like I can't do it anymore. But when Stoke people say hello, they will say "Hey up duck, hey up duck."
Hey up duck.
Yes, hey up duck. It's like เป็นยังไงบ้าง bet ว่าไง bet ว่าไงแบะif we from yeah so we say hey up duck and that's normal no one is shocked if you say hey up duck in Stoke.
And so, okay, up duck, is this like something which guys and guys use together, or is it guy to girl? Is it girl to girl? Who would use this?
Everyone in Stoke says up duck, and it's kind of like you're from Stoke if you say up duck.
Okay, ตอนนี้ ถ้าคนผู้ชมเข้าใจตอนนี้เราพูดถึงคำสลังจากเมือง Stoke โอเค ซึ่งโรซี่เพิ่งรู้คำศัพท์ใหม่ก็คือ up duck ซึ่งแปลว่าว่าไง
ถ้าเราแปลตรงๆนะครับ
ใช่
สวัสดีแปะแต่ถ้าแปลความหมายก็จะเป็นสวัสดีนะครับ
โอเคสวัสดีว่าไง
เป็นยังไงบ้าง
What up duck Oh I like it
and some people will say hey up ducky you right ducky
Oh I like ducky
How you doing ducky ducky yeah lots of duckies especially like older people talking to younger generations I think they might say you right ducky yeah
Would teenagers use it? I mean, like, oh God, I'm not a teenager anymore. I was about to say, like, would a teenager like me use it? I'm not a teenager. I haven't been a teenager for like half my life.
I think it depends which family you are brought up in. So my mom and dad are not original Stokies, so they moved to Stoke. So I was born in Stoke, but my mom and dad weren't. So my accent is not as strong.Okay.
But
I have very close friends who their accent is so Stokey, and if you heard it right now, maybe you wouldn't even understand sometimes.
So I was talking about, go on, just show the audience. Give us like an impression of like something that, yeah, I would love to hear it. Let's hear some of your Stokey accent. And you got been something Stokey to Rosie.
I don't think I can just speak in a Stoke accent.
Oh.But
I think like some words will show the Stoke. So for example, the word book, cook, and look. In Stoke, people from Stoke will say kook, book, Luke.
Oh, okay, fine. Okay, this is definitely northern then.
Yes. So they will say, I'm going to Luke for a book. And it's...
I'm going to Luke. For a book?And
when they say they are ill or they're sick, they must say I'm poorly.
Oh God. Okay, fine. Okay, so this is the word poorly. สะกดว่า P-O-O-R-L-Y ออกเสียงว่าถ้าเป็นสำเนียงแบบ RP หรือแบบ London หรือ Oxford เราจะออกเสียงว่า poorly แต่ว่าถ้ามาจาก Stoke แล้วเราจะออกเสียงว่าอะไร
Poorly. Even I can't do it. But in my family, we don't say that. But in Stoke, I hear that a lot.
Okay, fine.
So, yes. And they'll say Luke, Book, Took. Oh, yeah, lots of... Any word with double O in the middle, they pronounce as Salau.
Take a Luke.No, this sounds more like Scottish. A Luke.
Luke. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And what about like... Sorry, Ewan.
I think my family would be, or my friends may be ashamed of me that I can't speak with a Stoke accent anymore.
Exactly. We need Mr. Stoke to come out here. What about like water? How would you say the word water?
Yeah, water. We missed the T, but I remember in school the teachers always telling us pronounce your T's,
Correct accent, water. But okay, fine. So local people would more say water. Which is interesting because like in London they also might say water. Actually, maybe in Oxford, to be honest, I feel like with regards to not pronouncing the T sound, I feel like that's kind of all over England. It kind of depends which area. Sorry. It depends just on you as a person or your family, whether you say
it depends
water.
on the situation too, right? I think if you're with your friends, you will say water. But if you were public speaking, maybe you would pronounce the T, right? So
okay.
I think it depends on who you're speaking to, because we know that it's water. We
Sure.
know. But when we're with our friends, it's not water, it's water.
Water. But you wouldn't say it like water. You wouldn't say it as a D sound like the American sound. It would just be more cut out. Is that correct?
Yes. But more, I think now, because I have a lot of Canadian and American friends, maybe I'm starting to say water, water. Water. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm so bad at accents. I really just, I'll just stick to my standard Oxford accent.
I'll stick to my kind of Stoke, kind of English accent.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, your accent sounds similar. It does. I mean, yeah, let's have a look, see whether in the comments, whether there's any comments about your accent or my accent. Oh, let's have a look. Duck. Okay, let me just comment. Oh, somebody asks here, why are British people so slim? Okay, so why are British people... Okay, let me just go through a couple of these.
Why are British people so slim?
Yeah, why are British people so slim? So, from my point of view, they're not at all. British people are actually very much overweight.
All sizes, right?
Say again, sorry.
All sizes in Britain, right? We got everywhere's the same. We have every type.
Yeah, but Ewan, would you say the average size in the UK is bigger than the average size in Thailand?
Yes, for sure.
Yes, I would say so too. Like something like fat, like if I put on like 2 kilograms, then I'm told that I'm fat in Thailand. But I think that I would never be considered really that fat in the UK.
Yeah, I think the good thing about Thailand, this comes back to our previous question, is if you want to know if you're too fat or you're too thin, then you'll be told by everyone every day.
So Ewan, last year, basically going back to the bread maker, I was enjoying my bread maker far too much last year. And I didn't decide. I basically put on some weight last year, possibly about 5 kilograms. And there was no way that I could not be told. And on my Facebook page, I got so many comments like, Rosie, you're getting fat. And I was like, oh God, it's the bread maker.
In England, we couldn't say these things. But in Thailand, I feel like over the last 7 years, I've just got used to it now. Where you kind of just take it on the chin. You just now you kind of just, okay, yeah, maybe I need to do something. But the thing is, do you find this, Rosie? You meet one person one day, they say you look fat. Then the next day they say, oh, you look thin. So you don't know who to believe, right?
Yeah, this is a good point. Yeah, sometimes you're like, maybe I'm having a fat day, maybe I'm having a thin day. What's going on here?
Yeah, my wife, like I think last week, in the same week, she got both comments like the same day, like, and it's like, so who do I believe, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, วันนี้อ้วนขึ้น วันต่อไปผอมลง Okay, this is actually my student, Kun Fon. She asks, can you say bottle water? So yeah, maybe we'll say bottle of water.
Bottle of water.
Bottle of water.
Yeah, or bottle of water.
Bottle of water. Bottle of water.
Yeah, I say it like you. Bottle of water.
And so nowadays, which one would you use?
Bottle of water. I'd probably still say bottle.
Oh, you do then?
I think, but it depends if I'm teaching. if I'm teaching online, then I try to speak very clearly. So for example, now I'm trying to speak a bit slower for the people listening, so that, I think if I was teaching someone, I would say bottle of water.
Yep.
But if I was with my friends, then maybe just bottle of water.
Yes, I think this is something which other teachers have said to me, that they've said like, oh, when they were in their home countries, they probably had like a stronger accent. But when you become a teacher, you know what kind of the correct pronunciation is. So for that reason that we have to kind of adjust and adapt ourselves slightly, because we know kind of what the right thing, the right pronunciation. We're not going to teach you the right. The right, exactly. Exactly.
It's been great. On Clubhouse, I've been talking to a lot of Thai people, and they all have loads of different accents. And I just think it's great. Like, they choose an accent that they like, and they learn that accent. And there's no right way, right? They all sound.
Sorry, continue.
I just want to say that they all sound great, but they think a lot about their accent, whereas I don't think that we do. Like, I think they think more about it than we do.
When you say more than, do you mean that they think more about their own accent when they're speaking English than we think more about our own accent when we speak English?
I think sometimes they get very worried about their accent.
Yes.
And I think they should just be happy that they're already speaking very good English.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, this is something which I just say to, I've spoken also in Clubhouse about this. The point of an accent, if you're advanced and you have and you want to really focus on your accent, then sure. But I feel like for an intermediate student or definitely a beginner, shouldn't worry too much. Intermediate as well, that it should, I think the most important thing, you're speaking clearly, you're speaking just so you can communicate. I think that's just the most important thing. And I think that even if people have a mixture, because sometimes I compare with Ajahn Adam with the American and British accent. And it's fun to compare, and how I ask you about your accent. I think it's fun. I think it's interesting, but I don't think it's to do with what's right, what's wrong, what's better, what's worse. I don't think it's like that. I think it's more just interesting.
Yeah.
To look at.
Yeah, that's right. And the main thing is that you are understood, right?
Exactly. Yeah, and this is something which so many people have to remember with their English, that it really doesn't matter. And interestingly, when you're speaking Thai, do you ever think about your accent?
Actually, I do, because I feel like I don't want to be a foreigner who speaks Thai with a foreign accent.
But but is that more to do with speaking clearly and correct tones, as opposed to northern accent, southern accent?
Yes, I think more about tones and making sure that I say each word clearly. I think about that a lot because, for example, when I'm tired, my Thai gets terrible.
Oh my God.
My tones go everywhere, and my wife looks at me and says, "What are you saying?"
I've just thought of a nice idiom. You like teaching idioms as well. We can say that our tones go out of the window. Out of the window. Do you use this one as well?
Yes. Yeah. My tones go out of the window.
Yeah. Meaning that our tones just disappear. They just literally, is that how you describe it? Go out of the windows, they disappear. How do we say?
We don't focus, right? And we don't think about it, and then we'll get lazy, and it all goes out of the window, right?
Yes, exactly.
All goes out of the window.
So I think that's more about pronunciation as opposed to accent.
Yeah.
Which again is, like I say to my students, I would say it's about the pronunciation. มันเกี่ยวกับ การออกเสียงมันไม่เกี่ยวกับสำเนียงใช่ไหมเพราะตอนที่โรซี่พูดภาษาไทยโรซี่ไม่ได้กังวลว่าโรซี่มีสำเนียงโรซี่ไม่ได้คิดเกี่ยวกับสำเนียงโรซี่คิดเกี่ยวกับการออกเสียงว่าตอนนี้โรซี่พูดภาษาไทยชัดหรือเปล่าโรซี่ไม่ได้คิดว่าโอเคโรซี่มีสำเนียงเหมือนคนกรุงเทพโรซี่มีสำเนียงเหมือนคนเชียงใหม่อันนั้นโรซี่ไม่ได้คิดอะไรเลยซึ่งสำหรับคนไทยที่กำลังเรียนภาษาอังกฤษโรซี่อยากจะบอกว่าคนไม่ต้องคิดเกี่ยวกับสำเนียงมากเกินไปเพราะสิ่งที่สำคัญก็คือว่าเราสามารถสื่อสารได้
ครับผมเห็นด้วยครับแบบ
okay.
ใช่ก็อยากจะบอกเหมือนกันนะครับว่าไม่ต้องคิดมากเรื่องสำเนียงนะครับสำเนียงก็มันสำคัญนะครับแต่ว่ามันมาที่หลังได้แบบ
ใช่ค่ะ
ใช่ after you can speak clearly and you can be understood then maybe you can think about your accent later but I don't know it's up to the person right some people learn the accent from the beginning right
Definitely. Yes, some people's like accent, they go with their pronunciation. They kind of go like hand in hand. And some people learn the pronunciation first. แล้วค่อยเรียนaccent ทีหลังใช่โรซี่ตอนนี้โรซี่เริ่มสับสนระหว่างการออกเสียงกับสำเนียง
เราใช้ภาษาอังกฤษเยอะไปแล้วภาษาไทยของเราก็มันจะแย่ลงเลย
Yeah, no, it's an interesting thing because lots of Thai people do think about their accents. So yes, just to stress one more time, the most important thing is that you can communicate and that you're speaking clearly and that your vowel sounds are correct. And of course your consonant sounds too. But I find one thing is the vowel sounds are something which can often kind of really change a word. I feel like more with consonants we can guess, but with the vowel sound, I think it will definitely help to make your English sound clearer.
And it's not like Thai, right? When you can read Thai, you can pronounce every word perfect. But whereas in English, there's so many different rules with vowels, and some vowels just don't follow the rules too, right, in English.
I know.
I love Thai, the fact that if it's this vowel, it's pronounced this way, that it never changes.
Yes, this is a good point. Yes. Like how you say in English, we just have like the 5 vowel sounds, A, E, I, O, U, but there aren't 5 vowel sounds in English.
Yeah, there's lots. Like
there's so many.
People are always shocked when I say to my English friends, they say, yeah, there's like over 30 vowels in Thai. And they're like, whoa. I'm like, well, English is the same. We have like probably even more than that in English.
Yeah, I think English people don't even realize, and it's not until you're teaching it. Actually, being a teacher, you learn about your own language. That's like one of the beautiful things about being a teacher is that you can, learn about your own language as well.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Somebody says, try this. Try this. My. My. Yeah, I think for so many foreigners, that's like one of the hardest thing with the tones.
My.
It's fun to do the tongue twisters.
Yes. My. Is the mic on the new mic on fire? Is that?
Yeah, it seems to be.
Never heard that one.
No, nor have I. Maybe it's this person's just come up with it, possibly.
I don't know.
Okay.
Did we do good? J Bet, right? J Bet. Did we do a good job?
I hope so. Yes. Let us know. Comment down below.
This guy would like. He has a duck. Maybe he likes Stoke. A up duck.
Maybe he likes A up duck. Quite possibly. Okay, good. Okay, so I think that's most things. That was there any other slang or anything else that you would like to add before I kind of wrap up, Yuan?
No, I think that's enough from Stoke. We say they also say orate, like all right, but they say orate,
All right, mate.
Orate, like rate. So they say orate.
All right.
But that's another one. But other than that, my Stoke language สำเนียงของผมกำลังหายไปเรื่อยๆครับ
อ๋อไม่เป็นไรค่ะ
เป็นเรื่องที่เศร้ามากนะครับ
อ๋อแต่อยากจะบอกว่าภาษาไทยมันตอนนี้ภาษาไทยของยูนก็เก่งมาก
ขอบคุณครับ
ใช่
ตอนนี้เรียนภาษาไทยคือชีวิตของผมนะครับ
โอ้สุดยอดจริง
ๆครับ
ก็อยากจะบอกใช่เชิญค่ะ
ผมก็จะบอกว่ามหาวิทยาลัยแม่ฟ้าหลวงถ้ามีคนต่างชาติที่ฟังอยู่นะครับถ้าอยากจะไปเรียนก็ผมแนะนำให้นะครับมันเป็นมหาวิทยาลัยที่ดีมากสำหรับการเรียนภาษาไทยIf there's any foreigners who want to learn Thai then in Chiang Rai there is a good university called Mae Fah Luang
Oh, it's good. Yeah, there's not many foreigners that actually learn Thai as a degree. So it's so great that you're doing that.
Yes. And I feel like I tried to find a teacher in Maasai and I couldn't find what I wanted. So the last option was university. So it's been 4 years since then.
Oh, แต่4 ปีที่ผ่านมาน่าจะผ่านไปเร็วมากใช่ไหมคะ
ผ่านไปเร็วจริงๆนะครับ
โอ้แล้วตอนที่โรซี่อยากจะถามอันนี้ก็จะเป็นคำถามสุดท้ายโรซี่อยากจะถามว่าแล้วตอนที่ยูนเริ่มเรียนภาษาไทยตอนแรกแล้วตอนนั้นยูนสามารถพูดภาษาไทยได้ไหมหรือไม่ได้เลยหรือแค่แบบนิดหน่อย
ตอนแรกผมก็จะใช้แบบคำเดิมๆตลอดแบบสวัสดีครับสบายดีไหม แล้วก็ผมจะพูดซ้ำๆตลอดเวลานะครับแบบสวัสดีครับอันนี้คืออะไรอันนี้คืออะไรอันนี้คืออะไรอันนั้นคืออะไรผมจะใช้ซ้ำๆแต่ว่าผมก็รู้สึกว่าถ้าผมพูดแบบนี้ตลอดชีวิตผมจะไม่สนุกเพราะว่าผมเป็นคนที่ชอบพูดผมชอบคุยชอบหาคนใหม่แบบหาเพื่อนใหม่ถ้าผมพูดไม่ได้มันจะมีปัญหาถ้าผมอยู่เมืองไทยตลอดเวลาเลยตอนนี้ผมก็แบบ invest into my language right ตอนนี้
Definitely. Yeah, if we're people that like chatting, we're like meeting people, I think this was the hardest thing for me when I was first learning Thai, that I wanted to speak and it's like I would meet somebody and I'd be like, oh, สวัสดีค่ะคุณชื่ออะไรคะ and then they would begin speaking to me and then I couldn't follow and it was kind of like I just felt like a child. I was like I honestly feel like a 5-year-old little girl because I literally couldn't keep up with the conversation. I was like
and really we're kind of like I'm kind of like a 7-year-old boy in Thai language.
Yeah, I mean, you have to kind of I think one thing with learning a language, you have to kind of accept it. You have to accept that's how it is. Like I have to kind of speak like a child. You have to just accept it.
Yes, and enjoy the process, right?
Yeah, definitely.
One thing I like to say to people is it's about progress. You're not going to be perfect. You're not going to be perfect tomorrow, right? Like, even if you study the Thai dictionary all night tonight, tomorrow your Thai is still going to be bad. but you'll know a lot more words in Thai, right?
Definitely. ก็มันเกี่ยวกับทีละนิดทีละน้อยค่อยๆ
Little by little.
Exactly. Just, that's how language is. Nobody is going to learn a language in a day.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, so I think that's everything for today, Ewan. So thank you so much for coming on to the Rosie show, the Rosie Live on a Monday.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me. It's been fun.
Yay, it's been so good. Yeah, it's been so nice. And it's hard to believe that it's been your first live. You seem like a natural.
Thank you.
Yeah. So
I do a lot of public speaking, but not on Facebook.
Oh, okay, fine. Okay, maybe that's why then, because you seem very natural at it. And obviously, though, you're great on Clubhouse as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, so going on to Clubhouse then. So Ewan, this is blocking me, so I'm going to move to the side. So for anybody, oh no, you can speak, Ewan, you can speak.
Yeah, for anyone learning Thai or English, then you can follow me on Clubhouse. ถ้าเรียนภาษาอังกฤษหรือภาษาไทยก็ติดตามผมได้นะครับใน Clubhouse over there in front of Rosie's face and just trying to create a space for language learning. So yes, I don't usually use social media so much, but I got very addicted to Clubhouse.
Yeah, and just to add then, so Ewan has some great rooms on Clubhouse, which are, we should say your name. Hang on a second, we should put your name then. So do people need to type Ewan or Thai language?
Actually, yeah, they can just type Thai language.
Thai language, okay. So Ewan normally has rooms like about both Thai language and English.
Yeah. So
they're great rooms.
Like tomorrow night, I will be comparing Thai idioms with English idioms.
Yeah, I'm going to try and join that one.
Hope so.
Try. I really hope so. Fingers crossed. I would love to join. I love idioms. So yeah, I will try and join Ewan. So yes, if you're watching, please, and you have Clubhouse, then please join Ewan's room tomorrow at what time is it? 8:30?
8:30, yeah.
2 ทุ่มครึ่ง
2 ทุ่มครึ่ง
Okay. And so for me as well. Yes. Sorry to block your face.
Go for it.
Oh, I still can't get it right.
Yeah.
Yes. So thanks, Ewan. Yes. So for any of you that haven't yet got Clubhouse or that have got it and you haven't followed me, then please follow me on the Clubhouse and please join my rooms. I haven't, to be honest, had many rooms recently because I've been so busy, but I hope to have some rooms soon and with Ewan as well, because we always have really nice conversations. So you can follow me on Cru Rosie British English, naka.
Yeah. Press follow.
Exactly. And for me also, Ewan, your Facebook page as well. We should add about your Facebook page. Anything you want to add?
Just on the Facebook page, I will say when we're doing rooms on Clubhouse. So it will just be a place to know what's going on.
Okay, sure. Okay, great. Because Ewan's Facebook is a new Facebook. He actually set it up today. So you will notice there aren't too many followers, but that's no problem. Go ahead and give him the followers and support his page, please. ขอบคุณค่ะ.
Thank you. And more importantly is your page, Rosie.
Oh, my page is fine. People
well,
can come
here, right? Everyone's here on your page already.
They're here on my page already. But one thing, อันนี้เป็นสิ่งสุดท้ายขอ Rosie พูดถึง YouTube นิดหน่อย Yes.
This is
okay,
hard.
So it is hard, isn't it?
Here we go.
So yes, my Facebook page is my subscribers, my followers is so much greater than my YouTube. I don't even have 10,000 yet on YouTube, which is still great. But can you get me to 10,000, please? So if you're watching, get me to the 10,000. I will be so proud when I have 10,000 on YouTube. Yay! So yeah, please subscribe, please turn on the notifications, and yeah, that would be wonderful. I would really appreciate that. So yes, go follow me on YouTube. And I'm trying to point as well. I'm not doing as well as Ewan. Ewan's doing better at me than this. So yeah, with regards to videos, recently I have been lacking my videos, let's say. I have not been so good. I've been so busy. So I want to just apologize. I want to ขอโทษทุกคนช่วงนี้โรซี่แบบยุ่งมากไม่ถึงว่าช่วงนี้โรซี่ไม่ค่อยมีคลิปใหม่แต่ว่าโรซี่หวังว่าเดี๋ยวสักอาทิตย์หน้าเดี๋ยวโรซี่จะมีคลิปใหม่ใช่ So yeah, in the past I used to have really regular videos and then they kind of slowed down. So I'm so sorry everybody and I'm going to take off my YouTube. ครู Rosie British English. So yes, so that's everything for today. So if you are watching, please comment down below, say whether you've enjoyed this clip, send us some love hearts. Yes, please let us know your feedback. I hope you have enjoyed it. It's been so much fun with you, and so I hope it's been fun for all of you viewers. And yes, please, it's not too late to share as well. So ฝากกดไลค์กดแชร์ด้วยนะคะขอบคุณมากค่ะ So yes,
thank you so much for having me, Rosie.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Ewan.
It's been so fun, and yeah, thank you. And I hope that people will go and do your YouTube so you can get 10,000.
Yes, hopefully. But yes, I need more content nowadays. So yes, so that's everything. So yes, thank you so much everybody for watching. And yes, I will be back again next Monday at 8 p.m. 2 ทุ่ม as usual next week. So I will see you all then. And have a great week, everybody. Stay safe and have lots of fun. Okay, bye, everybody. Bye bye. สวัสดีค่ะ Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye, everybody.